All right guys, my name is Justin Jacoby, Raw Athlete here, filming a back workout. We're gonna take you through what we traditionally do with my training partner 10 weeks out from nationals. So this is gonna be very much according to what we have been doing for the last 10 weeks. So we'll go ahead and go over some of the cues that we're doing, our exercise selection, as well as how we're gonna ramp up our intensity throughout the workout. Okay. So there's two different ways that you can pretty much accomplish the same thing when we're doing a lat pullover on cables. So because this is our first movement, I want Justin to really emphasize the stretch. So he's gonna try and push this away from him as he's letting the weight pull his arms back up. So every rep, he's coming down and he's really allowing this to elongate him forward to get as much of a stretch in his lat and in his teres as he possibly can. Since this is our first movement, this is also part of our warm-up. So we're not trying to max this out. That's not the goal here. We're 2 sets in. The goal here is, again, part of the warm-up to just really allow for stretching in this plane. So the other way that I can do this, which is typically how we would do this later in the workout, after we've already pre-exhausted everything, we're pretty much done, we're just going for some additional blood flow, is I can emphasize the squeeze on this. So I'm not trying to push this forward. I'm not worried about the elongation and the stretch. I'm worried about the squeeze. So I'm pretty much hyperextending a little bit and really pulling and tucking my elbows down to be able to contract my lats. Can couple this with a squeeze. Personally, I like doing that later on. I'd rather do the one where I'm stretching in the beginning.
Come out, bro.
Dude, I was in Tampa for Helene. Yeah, I had made plans to see some friends that were in the area during that. They came in like 3 days before the hurricane hit, and I was like, well, I'm coming, so. Yeah, that's kind of my thought process too. I'm like, well, he's a lot smarter than me, so if he says that he's fine, then I think I'm fine.
I got a generator, 30 years of food, all this ammunition. He's like, your shit goes out, just come over, bro.
Have you actually seen his garage? Have you ever? He actually. Oh, he's a doomsday prepper. He actually has all the food. Two.
Yep.
1. Okay. That actually is okay. All right, so moving into our first compound movement, we're doing like a reverse grip, so like more supinated, T-bar rows from the floor. I prefer a T-bar row with a handle that's a bit like wider, like shoulder width, so that way I can actually clear my chest. Whereas if I use like a really narrow V grip, the way like Ronnie Coleman used to back in the day, I don't get far enough and my back just doesn't respond to that. So the goal here is to stay as bent over as possible, get my elbows back as much as I can, and be able to pull my scapula back as hard as I can each rep. lot harder that way. So the handle, it's really actually meant to go the other direction, but because I typically like this movement to be supinated, we flip it around. Now, we used to have this handle at our other gym, and this is not the same one. I bought this online thinking it was exactly the same, but unfortunately it's not. The angle of this is too much at a diagonal, whereas previously the other one was much more parallel to the ground. So it's making this movement a little bit more challenging because we're kind of gripping here instead of gripping here, but it still serves its purpose. It still works. It's just more challenging. What happened? Oh. So we're switching out the bar. Neither of us like that one. So we'll have to adjust it and like bend it or something like that to make it like more accessible to actually be able to hold on to, because it's slipping out of your hands. So we're going back to the traditional, really narrow V grip. I'm just gonna let it fly. Yeah, more old school this way. I also have super short arms, so I'm like racking myself with that fucking. The first one I fucking hit my solar plexus like kind of hard. I was like, oh well. Even super advanced lifters make rookie mistakes. Okay. So, okay, back to our normally scheduled programming now that we're over that debacle with the handle. This is a movement we always do. Chest supported T-bar rows, but Justin is specifically trying to target upper back on this. So we keep a pronated grip, maybe with a slight neutral grip, like at 45, but not all the way neutral. One more. Good. So the goal, every rep, is for his scapula to pull back. The only thing that matters about on this movement, it's not so much about elbow drive, because this movement you can end up forearming it really easily. So I can forearm it, get my elbow back really far, but my scapula didn't do anything. So the point is to get scapular retraction. That's the whole point of this movement. Specifically upper back training, if you're not retracting your scap, you're really not getting the most out of the movement. Okay. Okay. 2 sets here.
2 sets.
This is how I know Justin's getting sick and tired of me, because he's yelling at me. Yep, okay, that's mine. Yeah. One more.
Yep. Get short.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna do a drop set. So Justin will start with 4. And then as soon as he starts slowing down, I'm not gonna let him fail at 4, but as soon as he starts slowing down, I'm gonna pull 1. That way he can just keep the set going. And then the same thing when he starts to slow down with 3, I'll pull another one, and then that'll be it. So 4, 3, 2. Good. Keep your chest down, keep your chest down. There we go. Good. I'll do 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay.
Come on. Yep.
One more.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Good. So we're in our first vertical pull movement of the day. So pretty much be like our only vertical pulling movement. I really like neutral grips for pull downs. This machine just feels really nice because it has a semi-arcing motion. But if you sit a little bit further back on the pad, that way the pads on your legs are only like closer to the top of your quad as opposed to up here. You can get it, it can clear your face much easier. If I keep my elbows really locked in and I tuck them down in nice and tight, I can hit my lower lat, which is an area I'm trying to obviously address here.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, here we go.
Yep. Go. Pull. Good. Pull. Good.
Okay.
Come on. Finish. Yes.
Okay. Want to go up or same weight? 3 and 3?
Yeah, I'll just do
Try that, yeah, and try with this little different setup. So this way, I want to avoid arching. So just stay a little bit more upright. It'll feel like you're gonna hit yourself with it, but you won't. Okay, so Justin's sitting back. It's just over his knee joint. Now he can avoid arching. He can stay more upright. Good, nice. Good, this allows him to target that lower lat a lot better. Nice, good. All the way down. There we go, good. The lower he pulls, the more lower lat he's able to get to contract. Pull, 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 pull. There we go, come on. One more, one more, one more. There we go, good. Good stat. Each rep just kind of pushed me that last inch down. Yeah, there you go.
Yep. Come on. Come on. Now we go.
Yeah.
Pull.
Yeah, one more.
Yep. Go.
Okay. Whew. Man, on fire. So we're gonna do some dumbbell rows. I like doing these ipsilaterally loaded, which means same arm is same foot forward. So this is contralateral, this is ipsilateral. It allows me to not rotate. So I don't want any thoracic rotation on this. I want to just drive my elbow into my pocket. This is a lat biased dumbbell row. My goal here is going to be to pull this dumbbell really close to my leg and right straight up. I'm not really trying to arc. Okay. Now, we'll see how this feels on my left arm, because my left arm is the one that I had surgery on. Tore my bicep earlier this year. So we'll see how this feels. It feels fine. Okay, good. Wow. Okay. Okay. All right, last movement. We're done with back. We typically do triceps at the end of our back days, and we'll do like biceps on the end of our push days. So because our triceps are fresh, that's why we want to hit them today. So we do this really quick because we have an arm specific day. So we're gonna do push downs, superset with dips, 3 sets, call it a day. Sets of 20 all the way through. Yeah. Okay. Okay. God damn. No. Oh my God. All right, guys, so that's all she wrote. So we finished up back, then we moved into triceps. Like I said before, that's typically how we do things. Hopefully this video was educational for you guys and you were able to learn something, learn a little bit about how I structure the training, not only for myself, but also for one of my athletes that trains here with me locally at our Raw Athletic Club. So thank you guys for tagging along. Please like, subscribe, and share, and we'll catch you next time.